Huge fallout tonight from the overdose scandal at Mount Carmel Health Systems. 23 employees fired and the CEO resigning, all in the wake of one doctor, William Husel, involved in what the hospital says was excessive doses of painkillers given to dozens of patients. We have live team coverage tonight from Mount Carmel West, and we begin with NBC4's Ted Hart, who has more on tonight's big announcement. Ted?
Well, Mount Carmel said today, among other things, that it had formally concluded its review of the cases of patients who had come under the care of Dr. William Husel. Husel, of course, is facing 25 counts of murder in connection with the deaths of patients who the prosecutor says died from excessive doses of fentanyl that Dr. Husel prescribed. In a video statement today from CEO Ed Lamb, Mount Carmel announced that it is terminating 23 additional employees. 11 other employees will be allowed to return to work after they complete additional training and education. Also, Chief Clinical Officer Dr. Richard Streck will retire in September, and Chief Executive Ed Lamb himself will resign.
While it has been my privilege to lead this team and implement significant changes throughout our system already, I know that new leadership has the ability to facilitate healing and help restore trust in the organization. With that in mind, I have made the decision to resign as CEO of Mount Carmel effective July 25th.
And Mount Carmel said among the newly fired employees are 5 physician, nursing, and pharmacy management team members. They were among nearly 3 dozen employees who had been placed on administrative leave. And with more on reaction from an attorney for some of the victims in this case, we go to NBC4 reporter Dan Perlman.
Yeah, Ted, you know, today's developments obviously come from outside the courtroom, and I'm told they really shouldn't have too much of an impact inside the court. David SHROYER represents the families of 4 patients he says died under the care of Dr. Husel. He and I watched the video Mount Carmel released today. He says despite this, he still plans on gathering information from everyone involved in these cases. That includes Dr. Richard Streck, who Ted told you would retire, and Ed Lamb, who is resigning effective 2 weeks from today.
As far as their motives or why they're doing what they're doing, we'll be taking their depositions at an appropriate time and ask those questions.
And there is still an ongoing battle as to whether the civil cases will proceed at the same time as the criminal matter, which Dr. Husel now faces. Local for you in Columbus, Dan Perlman, NBC4.
All right, Dan, thank you. We've been covering this story for more than 7 months now here at NBC4. You can find all of our coverage, including the CEO Ed Lamb's full statement at NBC4i.com/Husel investigation. Well, a fight broke out inside a Youngstown court